Alright, Alex here. I want to do a short video before I make more hate mail parts and stuff. Talking about that I found in the street a little while ago. Yeah, you see that? You know, when I first saw it, I was like, "Ooh, pair some headphone thing." I felt they got crushed. I see that these are Beats headphones. Wow, these may be cheaper ones, possibly, but what I can see is that these wires here are copper. They're copper wires. That is cool. You know, usually with cheap headphones. Okay, usually with cheap headphones. Do I have an example of this? I don't know if I have an example of this. No. Yeah. Well, usually with cheap headphones, you have basically they use that weird cloth stuff that when it gets cut, you can't resplice it. You have to replace all of it. Like these guys had that cloth stuff in them. I had to replace when they wore out. I had to replace the speakers and the wiring in here to make it so they work. Yeah, that's basically how that works with the cheaper ones. These guys, I gotta find out what kind these are if I can. The problem is they've been crushed. Yeah, they've been pretty crushed. Well, that was a USB, USB 3. There's a USB Type C in there, so they're Bluetooth. I guess they were Bluetooth. Huh. Yeah, that would make sense because they have all the wires. Like you see, usually how it works with headphones is they have 4 wires. All right, yeah, 4 wires. Same with these. Oh, I'll show you a pair. I got my other pair here. I actually have 4 Turtle Beaches. 4 Turtle Beaches. Yeah, well, 2 $60 pairs though. This is like a $40. The green one, $40. The purple one, $50. But here's the issue: headphones like these usually have 4 wires in them because here's the other end. It's the headphone jack. You see, there's like 3 connectors, but here's the issue. Those 2 connectors up top are like the 1 and 2 right there are positive, I believe. The one at the bottom is negative, and you need both. There's electricity going through there, so you need both. 4. One positive for left, 1 positive for right, both negative to complete the circuit, so that the music will actually you'll actually hear the music through them. That's how they usually work. So yeah, there's 4 wires there. With these, they don't have. What they would do is most likely is they would have the. I've seen this before in other types of headphones too. Maybe these, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, maybe these, but maybe not. But these kind, you have all that stuff inside the headband. Right? None of it going down. It's all in the headband. On both sides, and then there's something. There's a battery. There's a battery in here because obviously there's a charger for it. And maybe you can actually plug in something that has USB-C Type C thing in there, and that'll make it so that you can actually use them wired as well. But they're Bluetooth. They were supposed to be. I'm pretty sure they were supposed to be Bluetooth as well. And basically they hang out. Bluetooth, and there's no wire. It's supposed to be like it's one of those things where you just slip it on your head. There's no wire. It doesn't look like there's any wires at all, but it's Bluetooth. It looks cool, and those are not those are okay, but they're not my favorite kind. I like these kind because again, if those guys break, these guys are more complicated. If they break, then they're broken. Can't make a Bluetooth anymore because they're broken. But if these things break, I can just replace the wires and if necessary the speakers or the headphone jack. They work again. So yeah, just wanted to show off this video. While I was walking home from work, I saw this half. Yeah, these little cushions are not bad. They don't look so bad. Okay. But, of course, it's nowhere near as soft and fleshy as these. Nowhere near. But maybe I'm a little biased. I am biased, but also the fact that it might have been run over. It looks pretty rough and pretty messed up there. It might have been run over a few times, so yeah, that might be a problem there. But, yeah. Still, I just wanted to show off that thing for a little bit. See you guys next time. Check it out on YouTube TV and Art.